How about now, Charlie?
Whoa. Yep.
I cannot hear a word.
We are blasting. Testing.
Test.
Let's
Where's
see.
mine at?
Yours is 3, and you can't hear nothing?
No, sir. I can barely hear now. Now I can't hear nothing.
Hello.
Test.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Testing.
I switched. I can hear myself, but I can't hear you.
I can hear you
really?
loud and clear.
Yeah, I hear both of you guys really.
I can't. I traded. I swapped Charlie earmuffs.
Earmuffs?
I cannot. Can hear myself like faded out.
And so, did you move the
No,
wires?
sir. I just
Test,
swapped.
Test.
There, I can hear you
test.
now. I
Okay.
can hear you now.
Yeah, so that's what's happening.
Okay.
Is I was turning the wrong one because I had them all set up in a line.
Sorry about that. That's my
okay.
fault.
That's all right.
See?
Because it's his. He gets new. He
He can
gets.
turn me down, son.
Yeah, so now I've got him cranked up because I was cranking
Yeah.
you up.
Oh, yeah.
What number are you two? Yeah.
All right, I believe we are liable to be live. So let me
We do have three lights. So.
jump over here and see if I can hear us. And we'll test some mics, make sure that we don't sound too crazy before we get started here.
I don't think that's possible, but we'll try.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Getting ready for some Eunice Cardinal basketball. Lady Cardinals.
Lady Cardinals here in Lovington, New Mexico.
Lovington, the home of the Wildcats
That's right.
and Lady Cats.
Lady Cats.
Lady Cats.
Lady Cats.
Don't do that ever again.
What's up?
Don't ever do that again.
Well, welcome back, Charlie.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
I can barely hear you.
Can you barely hear me?
So you
I
are.
can hear me loud and clear. I can hear you loud and clear. Maybe you need to get that scene about.
No.
Testing. We are live.
Awesome,
Test.
blossom.
You got to turn me down a little bit.
Yeah,
where am I at?
I cranked your headset all up because I thought it was his, and he was saying he couldn't hear. You're going to be number 2, Charlie, and you'll be 3.
Want me to turn you down more?
Yeah,
You good?
a little bit.
So we're testing mics. It looks like we've got some people out there listening already. We appreciate you listening. Shout out to Jada Jones. She's listening, telling me she can hear us good.
That's Tiff from the radio station. The video is good, and you sound loud and clear.
All right. So
Good
we're
to
getting
go.
ready to get started here. We are live here in Lovington, New Mexico, where the Lady Cardinals are kicking off. I guess they're tipping off. They're
Tipping
not
off, there
kicking
you
off.
go.
They're tipping off the season here in Lovington against the Lady Wildcats. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero here to my right.
Hello, sir. How you doing this evening?
Doing well. Glad to be here. And Charlie Fairbrush over even farther to my right.
They told me to turn Charlie up.
Turn Charlie up.
Turn me up.
I'm
We got
Charlie's 2, right? I'll let you guys adjust that.
Turn me up, Rosendo.
Anyway, so we're trying to get the mics and the
Hello,
sound
test,
worked out
test,
good.
test.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
Tonight is what I like to call the most wonderful time of the year. Tonight we tip off the 2022-2023 Eunice Lady Cardinal basketball season. Most teams, including this Lovington team, have already played 3 or 4 games in New Mexico. As usual, we're running a little bit behind when it comes to hoops in Eunice. We get started tonight on the road against the 4A undefeated Lovington Lady Cats, a Lovington team who has seen a bit of a resurgence as Lee County basketball legend Chief Bridgeforth took over this team last year and has now had a full year plus an off-season program. Make no mistake, this Lovington team will be much improved from the previous years. And I was talking to Chief downstairs earlier. He said that a lot of his kids don't play volleyball, so they've been practicing for months. They've been getting after it. And once again, like I said, they've already got 3 or 4 games under the belt. The Lady Cardinals entered tonight's game after a very successful 2021-22 season in which Eunice was upset in the quarterfinals by Laguna Acoma 37-35. The Lady Cards were 1 bucket away from the Final Four. They finished last season with a 19-6 overall record and went 8-0 in District 4 2A. They were the district champs. The Lady Cards had a 20-point win in the first round of the playoffs last year against Pecos. The Lady Cards team was very solid last season. They didn't have a great start to the year, but as the year went on, man, they really solidified and got tough. Eunice graduated a few key players last season, including seniors Denise Rangel and Isabella Garrett, Ashley Castillo as well, seniors that played key roles on that success they had last year. The Lady Cardinals will also be without senior Kiki Parker. Parker was a solid player for this Lady Cardinal team last year. She's played basketball since she was big enough to walk pretty much, was a mascot when I was coaching. She was injured during volleyball and had knee surgery, so she will not be out here. The team will definitely miss her. Sophomore Audrey Howler played key minutes for the Lady Cardinals last season. She's tough and physical down low, another post presence. She got injured during the summer, during summer basketball workouts, and ended up having a surgery as well, and so she's going to be out all year. And from what I understand, like I said, she could miss the entire season. The big one, 6'1" junior, all-state post, Caitlin Parsons, sophomore from last year, first-team all-state kid. She led this team in rebounds, blocks. She was third in the team in scoring and steals. She was a first-team all-state selection, a huge part of last season's success. She moved away right at the beginning of the school year for some family personal reasons. They moved out of state. We didn't have her for all of volleyball season. She's back. She moved back within the last week. They're going through the process with the NMAA, trying to, I guess, challenge her eligibility petition for her to be eligible. And so everyone right now in Eunice Lady Cardinal Hoops is on pins and needles, hoping that the NMAA will allow her to play and not penalize her for, you know, the parents' situation, and because of their situation, not let her play. So right now, we don't know what that outcome will be. So that leaves us with 5 returning players from last season's team. Last season's leading scorer returns and three-point sharpshooter Alina Rodriguez. The sophomore wears number 20, and boy, can she shoot the basketball. Last season, she took everyone by storm, setting a Eunice school record for three-pointers in a season with 62 three-pointers. She beat the old record that had been held by Gabby Sanchez of 59, Gabby's senior year, Alina's freshman year. Alina is 9 three-pointers away from catching the Eunice all-time career three-point record held by who else? Jada Jones, who's listening out there. Alina had 324 points last season. The girl can put the ball in the hoop. She's also a first-team all-district player from last year. She's a full-time, all-year basketball girl. It's in her genes. She comes from a hoops family. It's what they do. It's what they love. They've been in the gym since they were tiny. They're in the gym 5, 6, 7 days a week. And I'm telling you, she's a player. She also plays on a big AAU travel team out of Albuquerque, and they're often in Phoenix or Denver or Dallas or wherever all the time while our girls are playing volleyball or doing whatever. She's playing hoops. She's a hooper. She's left-handed, and she can stroke it from outside. Chloe Jones was second on the team last year in scoring. She had 230 points on the season. Jones averaged nearly 10 points per game. She also led the team in assists with 85. She's the shortest player on the team, and she was third in rebounds. Her best category was steals. She led the team in steals with 133 steals last season. She was about a dozen away from the top 10 all-time list in New Mexico girls basketball from getting on there for most steals in a season. Like I said, she's only a few steals away from getting on that list, a list that her older sister sits on twice. And just for the record, and of course I gotta keep plugging her, Jada Jones is New Mexico's all-time steals leader for career in all classes in New Mexico girls basketball history. Chloe was also a first-team all-district player last year as a sophomore and the year before that as a freshman. The Lady Cards also returned senior Jasmine Martinez. Jasmine's a do-it-all athlete. She runs fast, she plays aggressive, she gets rebounds, she plays great defense. She does a lot of things that don't always show up on a stat sheet, but definitely mean a lot to a team. She does things that the team needs to have done to win. She's a hustler. Alondra Marine and Kenna McBee also returned, both sophomores. Both of these young ladies played major minutes for the Lady Cards last year during their state playoff run. They are guards who can play solid defense and will knock down shots in the open court. Both of them can handle the ball, and both have played with Alina and Chloe since they were in elementary. They are both team players and do whatever is needed. McBee averaged over 4 points per game last year as a freshman, and as a sophomore. And look for these ladies. She was a freshman last year. Yeah, she's sophomore this year. Look for both these ladies to really step up this season. We've got a few newcomers on the team this year that I'd like to mention. Let's see here. Samantha Allen, my buddy Chris Allen, retired, I believe he's the retired either deputy chief or assistant chief of the Hobbs Fire Department, now works in the oil industry. Great people, him and his wife, good people. Sam comes to us from Hobbs. My understanding is she hadn't played basketball, maybe ever, but she's about 5'11", maybe pushing 6 foot. Hadn't ever played basketball, but she's out there, she's athletic, and she's excited right out there in the middle. Let's see, Norma Ponce is a sophomore that played on the JV program last year. She also played travel ball with the kids when they were younger, and she'll be one to kind of keep an eye out for this year. Mariah McGuire is also a sophomore. She played JV ball last year and will be stepping up to the varsity this year. Didi Zamora played a few games for the Cardinals last year and ended up not finishing the season with the Lady Cards. She's back. She's extremely athletic, runs, plays good defense.
Can jump as well, man.
Man, jumps like a gazelle. Aaliyah Garcia, a sophomore, also on this program, could do some big things. Elizabeth Gaitan, a freshman, the only freshman on the roster at the varsity level this year. And then, and a change to the roster just a few minutes ago, Autumn Davis will be stepping in. She's a sophomore wearing number 50 here today.
Okay.
So that's a little bit about the Cardinals. For Lovington, they enter tonight's contest on with a bit of a head start. Once again, Chief Bridgeforth took over the Lady Cats after spending several years over coaching a crew I had the luxury of coaching many moons ago. Chief coached Morgan Dial, Haley Henderson, Holly Hemline, Ariel Adams, all young ladies that I was lucky enough to coach back when they were in elementary with travel ball with Jada. Almost every one of those girls went on to play college basketball. He was at the helm of that Denver City team that went all the way. I believe they either got beaten a championship or in the Final Four down in Austin. They made it to Austin,
wow,
and it was either the Final Four or the championship game that they lost over there. Chief was coaching that. Before he went to Denver City, he was over here for many, many years at the helm of the Lovington boys basketball program. Chief eats, sleeps, breathes. You got people in the bleachers running around with shirts that say Chief on them. He has all these little camps that he does on the side, shooting camps, dribbling camps. The guy gets up and comes to the gym every morning and shoots something stupid like 500 free throws and usually makes like 490 of them. I mean, he's in the gym all the time.
He loves the game, huh?
So yeah, he's a good one. Chief moved, as I said, back from Denver City back over here, and I think that he will make some great improvements in this girls basketball program. For the Lady Cats, the season is very new to them. I didn't have a lot of stuff on Max Preps as far as information, but it's my understanding that they've played multiple games, doing well so far. One thing that pops out right away to me is they've got a 6'5" Abigail Schaus on the roster, 6'5". Wow. I had a longtime Hobbs coach tell me once, he said, Coach, I can teach somebody to dribble. I can teach somebody to shoot. Heck, I can teach somebody to run and jump, but I can't teach somebody to be 6'5". They've got a 6'5" on the team. So the Lady Cats also have a pair of Castros in Myra and Malaya that can ball. Those girls are ball players. Once again, this is an improved Lovington basketball team. Chief will have these girls ready to play. So that's my spiel. That's my opening. Any thoughts, Rosendo?
We're going to see a different team tonight for the Eunice Cardinal ladies. The Lady Cards, like you said, we're missing some key players. A few players had, I was going to say retired, but graduated, went on. So the key points is stay out of foul trouble and take care of the ball, be in the first game. Build the trust you need with the other players. That's what we need tonight. Get through this. Charlie?
We're 8 minutes and 15 seconds away from tip-off. I'm ready to get some basketball going.
You ready to get that ball on the court, huh?
It's always a good temperature in here.
Yeah.
No matter where we go.
Yeah, we don't have any weather. And I tell you, the one thing about Lovington, they really accommodate us well. They set these tables up as we got here today. We've got the Lovington group broadcasting, so if you don't like to hear me and Rosendo talk a little trash, you can always listen to the more professional group beside us. TJ and Don will be covering the Lovington broadcast. We're all work for the same station, but we're all here to cover this Eunice Lovington Lee County basketball game.
And I do like this setup with this table up here. Perfect view.
Man, I wish I knew the lady's name. I'd give her a shout out, but we had a lady that when I walked in asked me if we wanted to be up in one of those, and that's where they were going to put us. And I said, I'd much rather be over here. And she said, yeah, no problem. And she'd come up and help me set the tables and the chairs, and we've got a great setup up here for sure. Plus, we've got direct plug-in Wi-Fi, so you guys shouldn't be having the problems that we have.
All the time.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've got some stats here from last year. I always keep stats. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, and I may be when it comes to basketball, but I kept up with the girls' stats last year. I jumped down here right away to Alina Rodriguez. On the season, she hit 62 three-pointers, shot 33% from behind the arc. She was 62 of 186. She also shot nearly 70% from the free throw line. She had 324 points on the season. That's a dang good season, I'll tell you.
For her freshman year, remember that.
She also had 94 rebounds, 75 assists, 63 steals, 15 blocks, and played in 25 games. Chloe Jones averaged just over 9 points per game. She ended up with 230 points. Had the most free throws on the team as far as makes. She shoots a bunch of them because she's quick, gets to the rim, gets knocked around.
And gets the rebound.
That's right. Rebounds, like I said, she was third on the team. She averaged 4.6 rebounds a game last year.
That is a lot for, like you said, her height. She is the shortest one on the court. So
she had 85 assists, 133 steals, 9 blocks. And anyway, she played in 25 games as well. Kenna McBee averaged 4.1 a game last year. She had 103 points on the season. Let's see here. She shot the ball really well at almost 60% from the free throw line last year. She also had 29 rebounds, 30 assists, 32 steals, and she played in 25 games. There's something to be said for those few kids out here on the right that played in 25 games, because that's how many games we played in a season that we had COVID and all those other issues. So anyway, just some numbers that I had from last year, and I've got a whole bunch of other numbers, but just something to talk about. Want to shout out to some sponsors while we've got a minute. Parker Energy Services, Brett and Penny, I saw them here in the bleachers. BTH Services and Rental, Chad Haller. We talked about Aubrey Haller being out this year because of an injury. We're going to miss her for sure. Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogelmeyer, Brandon Matthews and crew. The Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne Reeves, Brian, Nikki, Elma. I saw Elma sitting right over here. Aaron and all the gang. The Eunice Public Schools, Dwayne Haynes, Cynthia Sims, Rosendo sitting here beside me. Thank you, Rosendo. Matt Coy, Kenny Reed, Miss Hahn, David Gallegos, and all the staff. The City of Eunice, Mayor Hobbs, Shannon Cummins and all the gang down there, Redbird Gas, Mr. Bart Parker, Lasco Construction, NMR Pipeline LLC, Dale Bettis, Stacy Pop. They were just helping out the school this last week with pictures with Santa and things like that. They're always involved in the community. We appreciate them. The Outlaw Grill, Johnny Robertson, the man, the myth, the legend. I know he's got a connection to Marty down there.
They big connection, man. They're like brothers.
Big time youngster buddies, brothers, and so that's like his niece out there in Alena dropping bombs. If you want to get over to get you something to eat at Outlaw Grill, Johnny Robertson will take care of you. And the Eunice Police Department, Casey Arcides, he wasn't a hooper in his day, but now that he's old, he's a hooper. You know, the guy can hoop. Man, if he'd have hooped when he was in high school like he hoops today, shoot, he'd have probably been an all-state hooper.
It's amazing what you could have done, huh?
I'm telling you, the guy's a hooper now. He's kind of like not quite different level, but kind of like Travis Pearson, you know, a guy that if Travis looked in high school like he looks now, he'd have been the middle linebacker, star quarterback of the football team. It just took him about 40 years to look buff and be. 40 years. I wish I looked like him. You know, nowadays he's a buff fella now. So anyway, so we're getting ready to get started. They've got 3 minutes on the clock. It's opening day for hoops for the Lady Cardinals.
You sound a little nervous there, Mr. Jones. You okay?
Yeah, you know, I always get a little excited when it's hoops time. I told myself driving over here, I was like, okay, I'm going to try real hard to woosah, rub my earlobes a little bit. And just take it easy and understand that this is the first game of the season.
And sometimes that's the hardest. That way you want to set the pace for your team. So hopefully we can get that working over here with the one in gray.
Yeah.
And get that situated. We should be in good shape in our district, I believe.
Yeah.
So.
My buddy, shout out to Russell Dial, my buddy sitting down there. Russell was on the bench with us when I was coaching, and we played in the state championship game up there at the pit against Tehachapi. I pulled him out of the bleachers in the Final Four, and I said, hey, if we win tomorrow, I want you to get a red polo and some khakis. We'll buy them for you at Dillard's or whatever we got to do, and you jump down here and be an extra set of eyes. Russell played college. He's from Clovis originally, played college basketball, lives in Denver City, runs the State Farm Insurance place over there. Was the school board president over there for years, was involved in helping design that gym that they've got over there in Denver City. And he and I, for many years, coached travel basketball together. His daughter currently plays at Colorado State Pueblo. She's a sharp-shooting machine. And he coaches with this fusion travel basketball group that's kids from all over everywhere. And he came in today to watch a couple of our kids as well as a couple of kids over here on this other team.
Take them over
basically. Yeah, for travel ball during the spring. So
that's perfect.
Yeah, so we've got some scouts in the bleachers watching a few kids from both teams. And so, anyway, they've got a minute on the clock. They've got both teams headed over to the bench. I want to quickly go through our roster for the Lady Cards varsity today. We've got number 1, Aaliyah Garcia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Number 2, Alondra Morin. Number 3, Didi Zamora. Number 5, Mariah McGuire. Number 10, McKenna McBee. And number 11, Chloe Jones. She changed numbers this year. So did McKenna McBee at 10. Number 14, Norma Ponce. Number 20, Alina Rodriguez, the sharpshooter. Number 20, Jasmine Martinez, the senior hustler. Number 42, Samantha Allen, the newcomer. Number 44, Elizabeth Gaytan. She's a Gaytan related to Gabe Gaytan, and all them Gaytans like my wife.
Yeah, there as well, I believe.
Number 50, Autumn Davis. The Lady Cards are coached by Gary Frazier, the head coach, and Vanessa McBee is the assistant.
So they only have 2 seniors on the team.
I believe that's correct.
And Jasmine Martinez?
That's correct. We're still young. We've just got to get some kids healthy. We've also got to get
Kiki.
Got to figure out what we're going to do with with Caitlin. Yep. So on the Lovington side, number 3, Audrey Alexander. Number 5, Aubrey Aranda. Number 10, Myra Castro. Number 12, Malaya Castro. Number 14, Ashlyn Borunda. Number 14 also, and this is off Max Preps, J.C. Long. Number 20, Elizabeth Buendia. Number 22, Lucia Cardenas. Number 24, Aaron Salcido. Number 30, Cairo Levis. And 42, Abigail Schaus. They're going to have the national anthem, so we'll step off for just a second. All right. We had our national anthem, and now they're going to start introducing the teams. They are calling them out. Chief Bridgeforth standing at half court shaking hands. Chief, I'm telling you, the man, the myth, the legend. The officiating crew today, I see Sean Williams out there. Sean's a big-time Washington Redskin fan. We won't hold that against him. He's there in the center. The longtime fire inspector, maybe even fire marshal. I know fire inspector for the city of Hobbs. Great guy. We appreciate and thank him for his service. Ty Friend also works for the station, the voice of the Hobbs Eagles. And we like to harass him up here. Ty, we actually love you. Even though you may not think so, and we like to talk a little trash.
The truth be told, right?
It is what it is, you know. I like me some Ty Friend. I love listening to his games. I try to copy a few things that he does, but I do like to harass him. I tell people all the time, you know, one of my best friends, because our kids were so close, was Pete Lewis. And anybody that knows Pete was a Hobbs Eagle basketball star, played for the JC, and then played for the University of Oklahoma. And Pete and I used to get out there and play basketball, and it would almost be a fight. I mean, we'd like choke each other and strangle each other. We'd talk trash the whole time. But when the game was over, we'd be like, hey, let's go get something to eat. To me, that's how sports are. I talk trash on this radio. I talk trash about an official. I talk trash about everybody. But when the game's over,
it's over.
And Ty's a good dude. You know, he's a teacher. He's involved in everything. And we need officials. And so we appreciate these guys and what they do. So we'll probably talk a little trash, though, Ty. Don't be mad at us later.
Just a little
You've been warned, right?
We're probably going to talk a little trash, but that don't mean we don't love you when we walk outside in a minute. I'll buy you a big gulp. All right. So the teams have been announced. Both teams are given their final instructions.
Oh, man.
You okay over there?
It's going to be a good season, boys.
We're getting fired up, and it is time to go. Eunice heads out onto the court. Lovington's already out there. They're ready to get it on. Somebody was telling me, and this kind of off the beaten path, but somebody was telling me the Hobbs star Wisdom Anthony had got hurt here recently. So we hate to hear that. Our thoughts and prayers are with her. There's the tip. The tip goes right to Lovington. Lovington's going to run a play. They do, and they score 2 points on the tip play. And here comes the Lady Cardinals. Chloe Jones brings it across half court. Then they throws it to Marine, and Marine throws it right to the Lovington Lady Cats, and here they come on the attack again. They swing it up top to number 20. That's Elizabeth Buendia. She kicks it out to number 10, Castro's 3, and it's no good. Jones comes away with the rebound. She's going to attack through the middle. Gets knocked around a little bit, gets slapped again. Ball comes out of her hands, and here comes the Castro back the other way.
Oh.
And then they're going to call Alina Rodriguez with the foul on the attack.
It was a good job on it. It was a clean block from my point of view, but they're going to give her a foul. We do not need that this early in the game. 7 minutes and 22 seconds in the first quarter. Yeah,
we're not very deep this year. That is one thing about us. We don't have much depth as far as kids back from last season. And that's number 12. That's Malaya Castro. She's a freshman, and she drops one in for 2 right there.
Making the score 3-0. Lovington High is winning.
Dribbles around, shoots the next one. It's going to come off the front of the rim. Lovington going to come away with the rebound. Maureen is going to knock that ball from the back out of bounds, and it's going to remain Lovington Lady Cat ball.
And like you said, we don't have that much depth, so I don't know who they're going to put in somebody to get foul trouble.
And we don't have much size.
Correct.
We drop it into the corner to Buendia. Buendia has it taken away from Jones. Jones is going to dribble it up the middle, looking to attack. She turns it around out near the top. They're coming around trying to attack. She throws it down low. The ball goes off the hand of
Jasmine Martinez
and out of bounds.
She couldn't handle the pass. It was a beautiful pass. It just didn't hit her right in the hands like she wanted it, I guess.
So here comes Lovington back across half court. That's Luisa Cardenas. She drops it down in the corner. They're going to hit the high post to Aranda, and they swing it back across to Castro for 3. The shot is up, and it is no good. Eunice doesn't have anybody looking for the rebound, and Lovington's going to throw it away. And that'll be back court. So that'll be a turnover to the Cardinals.
That's something we need to rebound better over here on the defensive side.
Yeah.
We have not rebounded yet.
Yeah, and we got to go get those balls right there, too. You go get that basketball, you're in business. Here's the three from Alina Rodriguez. Her first three of the year is an air ball as she shoots it a little long. Lovington comes away with the rebound, and here they come back the other way. They drop it off to number 20, Buendia, at the top of the key. She dribbles across the top, skips it over to Castro. Castro drops it inside to Aranda, who has the ball taken away. McKenna McBee comes away with it. She's going to pull it out. And then they're going to throw it back out to McBee. McBee tries to skip through. She's going to try to drop it in. She does to Jones. Jones spins around, looks to attack, and she has a reach-in foul against her.
I like what Jones is doing. She's attacking the basket when she sees that open hole. We had a good drive lane over here, and nobody took advantage of it. And as soon as she got the ball, she capitalized it. Beautiful job on that part.
So here comes Samantha Allen. She'll get her first minutes. As I mentioned, the newcomer, daughter of Chris Allen.
And she's pretty tall.
Man, she's tall and athletic. I know she's a softball player. We'll see how she does on the basketball court. They drop it into Jasmine Martinez, who dribbles right under the basket. And then Chloe tries to throw it in, and she throws it away, trying to get it inside to Samantha. They skip it back out top to Buendia. Buendia tries to cross up. Jones knocks it away from her. The ball gets knocked away. Alina Rodriguez drops down to grab it, and the young lady from Lovington dove into the side of her leg, and I heard her squeal. I hope I didn't hurt a knee.
No, they called it an official timeout, make sure nobody got hurt. Because she came no bad on her knee. I think it was a piece of her
I'm glad it's not a
knee pad or something.
knee pad. But the ball stays here on the Lovington side.
So Lovington throws it in up top. They're looking to get it in. They do. They skip it in the
walked.
middle, and she traveled. Ty Friend with the call.
Good call, good call.
Yep.
Good Start off giving a good call.
Good call, Ty Friend. We'll tell you when you make a good call. So McBee throws it over to Jones. Jones going to bring it across half court. Lovington in that 2-3 zone. They skip it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez throws it back up to Jones. Jones over to McBee on the left side. Then they skip it all the way across the court. Rodriguez comes away with it and skips it back. These long skip passes scare me. Jones skips through the middle, attacks the basket, and Ty Friend with a good call again. Calls the foul as Jones was attacking the basket. She gets fouled going up, and she'll go to the free throw line for her first free throws of the year.
Then we need more of that. She's the only one that's moving without the ball and going towards the basket. If we do that, we should be able to get some points, more points on the board.
Yeah, they're in that 2-3 zone. Got to attack the gaps. Jones heads to the free throw line. Her first free throw of the year is up and off the back of the rim and no good.
It was a little hard. Give her some credit. She just finished volleyball. The score is 3-0 here in the first quarter. In Lovington, New Mexico. Chloe gets ready. Shoots money.
Skips around, bounces around, and doesn't go in. So she goes 0 for 2 as she starts at the free throw line for the season. The ball's going to be knocked out by Sam Allen. And so here comes Lovington. That's Elizabeth Buendia playing the point guard. The junior from Lovington brings it across the top of the key. She's directing like a floor general. Kicks it down to Castro. Castro's three is up and no good.
Good job.
Samantha Allen with a good rebound. Throws it over to Alina Rodriguez. Alina Rodriguez on the attack. Brings it across half court. The sophomore throws it out to Jones. Jones skips it to McBee. McBee on the dribble drive attack. Skips it down. It goes off the hands of Jasmine Martinez off the side to Jones. Jones has her shot blocked, and here comes Lovington back the other way.
Get off her back.
Rodriguez comes away with the rebound, and here she goes on the attack.
There's a saddle out there.
Skips it over to McBee. McBee thought about the shot, then throws that long skip pass. They get it into Jones. Jones' shot goes up off the glass, no good. Lovington comes away with the rebound, and here they are on the run out. That's Castro on the attack, and we got a good one there because Alina Rodriguez could have been a. And we try to, McBee tried to throw it the length of the floor. It's tipped away. Don't foul. We don't need the cheap fouls. Castro with a three, and it skips around and goes in. She gets a three.
That's a house bounce right there.
That was Myra Castro. That ball touched every part of the rim and then fell in. Jones at the top of the key. They're going to come in that little half-court trap.
Job.
They skip it down to Sam. She goes up, and she is fouled by number 12. That's Malaya Castro.
That started off with Jones. She's seen the ball from half court. She threw it all the way across Martinez, and Martinez did a quick pass to the youngcomer, and she just went up and got blocked. But it's beautiful job moving the ball. I like that so far, even though the score is 6-0.
Yep. So that is the foul was called on Aaron Salcido, the junior, and Chief Bridgeforth going to send in a whole new group of players for the Lovington Lady Cats, including the 6'5", let's see what the name is,
freshman.
Abigail Schaus, a 6'5" freshman. Man, she's long. The shot is up and off the rim, no good. Eunice comes away with the rebound, then we almost throw it away. Sam's in there battling, and it's going to be a jump ball, and the arrow goes to the Lady Cardinals.
I'm liking Sam. She's tough.
She's in there battling. She's like her daddy. He's tough. So, or maybe like her mama. I don't know. She's like somebody in that
Somebody's
family.
tough.
They throw it up to the top. They throw it away. That is number 20, Buendia, trying to attack. She steps through, throws up a shot that's no good. The 6'5" with the rebound putback's no good. Lovington comes away with it. They skip it back out. That looked like a travel to me, but no call. Alina Rodriguez tips it. Jones comes away with the steal, and now Jones is running toward the basket. She's going to go up, and that ball deflects off the rim. No good.
Jones might have cellophane on that rim. Come on.
Jones with the run-out misser there. In traffic, tried to throw it up underhanded. Lovington coming back the other way. There's Jones with a block.
Get it, Didi.
Oh, Didi with the kick out. Jones comes across half court. She's going to slow it up now.
That's a smart move.
Everybody's tongues are dragging as this is the first basketball game of the season. We skip it across to Maureen. Maureen tries to rip through, almost has it taken away. Ooh, and then I thought
Double dribble.
Doubled, yeah. So they throw it down to Sam, and the ball skips off her hands and out of bounds. Didi Zamora threw her a fastball high and tight.
When you're that close, you ain't got to throw it that hard, Coach. The bounce pass would have been perfect.
And out comes Jones and Rodriguez at the same time.
The score remains 6-0 here in the first quarter.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough here.
Yep, so here comes Lovington across half court. They throw it out, kick it back over to the left side. That's the other Castro. She skips it back to the other side. That's Olivas. Olivas drives in, throws up a shot, and she's going to get fouled.
She got fouled by Didi when she went around and she grabbed her by the elbow. Well, hopefully it stays on the. Yep, we're good.
So they called that on Zamora.
You get number 14 right there, wide open.
Oh, we got nobody covering her. Didi Zamora was sleeping on the backside, and they get 2 easy points.
You got to communicate, ladies.
Frazier quickly sends Alina Rodriguez back to the scorer's table.
Score is 8-0 here. Lovington is winning.
They throw it in the corner, McBee. McBee throws it to Marine. Marine drives in, throws it out of bounds off the hands of Allen. And it just like that, it's 8-0.
I think we have 8 turnovers.
Yes.
In this quarter. And what it is, we're just a little too excited. Slow her down.
So here comes Lovington. As we've mentioned, they've played 3 or 4 games. The Lady Cards, this is the first one. So they kick it out to that right side. They swing it back up to Alexander. Alexander has the ball knocked away, but she gets it back. She gets it out to Castro. Castro drops it back to Alexander, who throws up a 3. It's no good. It goes off the hands of a Lady Cardinal. Then we throw it right to Castro. Castro attacking for the Lady Cats. She throws it up top to Alexander, over to Olivas. Olivas drops it in to Schaus. They kick it outside to Castro, who throws up a 3. It won't go. Eunice got to learn to relax a little bit right there. We get it to Rodriguez. Alina Rodriguez, the sophomore, brings it across the timeline. Alina in this group has got to look to shoot.
Yes, always.
There's the 3-pointer up. It is off the back of the rim and no good. Schaus with a big rebound. She went up high for that one. Lovington coming back the other way. That's Myra Castro. She gets it over to Alexander, skips it across to Olivas. Olivas brings it over the top of the key, and then Maureen does a really good job of getting a hand in the passing lane to flex the ball out of bounds.
And Jones going to come back in here on this inbound.
Frazier going to send Chloe Jones back to the scorer's table. She's going to go in. Jasmine Martinez will step out. Eunice in that 2-3 zone. Jones going to be up at the top. Well, now maybe they're in a 1-2-2 now. They changed a little bit.
Backside, watch the backside, watch the backside.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Good
Sam
job.
Allen with a good steal there. Oh, she.
I don't mean to laugh. She has real good intention. Like you said, it's her first year playing basketball maybe. Just relax a little bit.
So she skips it off the knee of a Wildcat out of bounds. So here comes Eunice with under 1 minute to go in quarter number 1. Eunice trails 8-0. Jones brings it across the timeline, throws it out to Maureen. Marine back to Jones. Jones going to attack through the middle. Kicks it back out to Marine. Nice kick out. The shot is up. It won't go. Marine comes away with the rebound. Kicks it over to Jones. Jones to Rodriguez. The three is up, and it is good. Alina Rodriguez continues like last year with her first three of the season.
Broke that seal now.
It's 8-3. Here comes the Wildcats. They kick it out here to number 30. That's Olivas. She drops it down low, throws the ball up at the backboard. A big rebound by Schaus and a putback. You can't do much with that. Oh, and McBee went to throw it in, stepped inbounds, then tried to throw it, and they blew the whistle.
Is the correct call.
So it's going to be a turnover on the Lady Cardinals.
With 11 seconds left.
Yeah, and that'll give the Wildcats one last chance to put more points on the board. They throw it out here to the top. That's Castro. She throws a shot up. It's no good. Jones battling for it. She comes away with it. Here she is on the run out. She's going to go through, throws it up, and dang it, it's off the backboard and no good again. And at the end of one, it's 10-3. Eunice trails Lovington.
Give a shout out to our sponsors, Brett Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, Lasco Construction, NMR Pipeline, Outlaw Grill, and the Eunice Police Department. That first quarter was brought to you by them sponsors, and thank you for sponsoring, making this game happen. That first quarter was a tough one. It's 10-3. Lovington is leading right now, but we missed a few opportunities down there, a few open layups. We just need to slow down, take care of the ball a little bit more, but it's not bad for the first game of the year.
Yeah, we're getting some decent looks. You know, Alina Rodriguez, I believe, was 1 for 3 from the three-point line. You know, Jones was probably 0 for 3 on those contested but attacking layups. You know, we threw the ball away. I think at one point you said we had like 8 turnovers in the first portion of the first quarter.
And the other thing we need to improve on is in rebounding. We have Jones rebounding all the way out here in front of the key.
Yeah.
So we need to get some of those big girls in there rebounding, taller girls.
Yeah, when the shortest kid that plays the point is getting your rebounds up near the free throw line, you got to get those rebounds down into that basket.
On the positive note, we only got 1 foul on the team. Well, by I think the 2 fouls, 2 team fouls, yes. On DD and
Alina Rodriguez. Yeah.
And that's something we got to watch throughout the game.
Yeah, so Lovington will have the ball to start the second quarter. They're going to throw it in at half court. They throw it in up top to Buendia. Buendia dribbles down to the right side. She kicks it out to Castro. We almost had a steal there. They drop it down low and drop it in for 2. 2 points on the board for the Lady Wildcats. It's 12-3 now, and here comes the half-court trap. We throw it to McBee, and McBee's travels, and it's a turnover, and the ball goes over to the Lady Wildcats.
They were not expecting that. It was like a mid-court trap.
Yeah, when you see that, you got to slow down, and you got to let your people set up in the gaps.
They did the same thing in the JV game.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, and Chief does that. You know, Russell and I were talking about it before. It's like you got to be ready for that half-court trap with Chief because that's his bread and butter. So here comes Lovington back again. They skip it all the way across. Drop it inside, almost a steal. Jones almost deflects it. Lovington comes back with the ball, drops it down low, and that's number 24, Aaron Salcido, who puts 2 more on the board. It's 14-3. Here comes the half-court trap. You got to get somebody in that middle space.
And Chloe dribbles right through it, but runs into her own player. She did a beautiful job breaking the press, but the Eunice players didn't fall back after she broke it.
You got to get somebody in that middle gap, and anyway, that's the problem with the half-court trap. You got to be ready for it, and you got to put your people in the right spot. So here comes Lovington across the timeline. Round the back between the legs. That's Buendia. She kicks it over to Castro. Castro back to Buendia. Buendia looking inside, skips it across. It ends up in the corner in the hands of Myra Castro, whose 3 is up and no good. And who comes away with the rebound? Chloe Jones. I think Jones has got 5 or 6 rebounds already, and that's not always a good thing. So they get it over to Marine. Marine on the left side, flips it back out to Jones. Jones to McBee. McBee gets fouled there by number 20. That's Buendia.
You see our number 20 jumping in the back?
Yep, she was skipping around back there. That's a tough pass, though, through all those arms. So they get it back down to her this time. She's going to throw it back up the top. They get it over to McBee. McBee skips it to Marine. Marine tries to drop it down low, and she throws it out of bounds.
We need to work on the bounce pass on that because if you try to throw it direct, it's not going to get in there. Lovington can call a quick timeout here. They've seen something they want to adjust to. But the score is 14-3 here in the second quarter. And we'll give a shout out to our sponsors, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline, Lasco Construction, and Redbird Gas. Those are our sponsors here in the Lovington. It is the first game for the Lady Wildcats. The boys are playing in Eunice. I think they're playing the Portales.
Were they playing in Eunice? I thought they were on the road.
Don't give me the line. I'm not sure.
I was thinking they were playing in Portales.
Okay, that's probably when you go cover them.
Yeah, I could be.
If somebody knows, let us know what's going on there. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I was thinking they were on the road in Portales. But I
haven't got a schedule for basketball, so.
I have one, but it's in my phone, which we're using my phone right now to run the app on the score thing. So.
Which is working tonight, which is good. Everything seems to be working here in Lovington.
So 6:25 on the clock. Lovington brings the ball across the half court. It's 14-3.
Wow.
They fake and then they throw up a three, and it's no good. Maureen comes away with the rebound. So once again, our two guards are doing the rebounding duties. Jones skips it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with the ball on the right side. Throws it to Maureen. Back to Jones. Jones going to dribble through and kick it back over to Maureen. Maureen dribbles, kicks it back to Jones. We got a little Jones-Maureen dribble pass session. Jones back over to the top, over to the left. McBee skips it cross court and out of bounds off the top fingertips of Marine, and another turnover for the Lady Cardinals.
On those long passes, that's going to happen eventually if we don't drive.
Lovington comes back across. Castro to Buendia. Drops it in. They throw it out here to the side. Ball ends up back in the hands, and that looked like a travel. No call. The jumper is up. It rattles around, and that is good for Buendia. It is now 16-3. The Lady Cardinals getting handled here. 5:30 in the second quarter. They throw it back over to Jones. Jones drops it down low to Samantha Allen. Allen battles down low, ends up back with the ball. Marine has it. She throws up a three. It off the back of the rim. It won't go, and here comes Lovington quickly the other way. They throw it back through the middle, drop it up, no rebound. The shot is up. They come up with the rebound and put it back again, and then just like that, it's 18-3.
There was 4 Cardinals there.
Timeout.
What's going on here?
It looks like we called a timeout in the middle of the scramble there. We had actually finally beat the
press,
the half-court trap.
I was going to say a minute ago when they got the rebound, there was one Lovington player, and there was 4 red shirts there. Nobody jumped but her. Like, we're not that quick off our feet right now. So give a shout out to our sponsors: BT8 Service, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, and Parker Energy Service. Our sponsors, half of our sponsors for tonight, for our first game here on the road. Lovington Wildcats versus the Eunice Cardinals.
You know, of course, basketball, in my opinion, is a strategy game. You got to have a strategy, and most coaches have a strategy that they play. Coach Frazier's strategy all last year was to get the ball into the post and kind of play that inside-out game, get it into your post and attack. The difference is this year, our post that we have, and it's not a knock on them, they're more athletic defensive type players than scorers. And so when you're getting it into them, that's great. And Jones, just as I say it, drives in and attacks and picks up 2 there for Chloe Jones. But if they're not going to look to score when you get it in there, you might as well
change it up a little bit.
Yeah, you got to kind of change that approach and look to hit those shots from the outside. Move the ball, make short passes, not those long cross-court skips, because in this half-court trap, that's what they're wanting you to do. Here they are again. They're in this 1-2-2 half-court trap. Notice he's put Rodriguez kind of in the middle, but see, these two are too close to each other.
Oh, we broke it there, luckily.
Got through. They're going to attack the middle. They get the ball into Jones. Jones dribbles through, throws a shot up. It won't go, but who comes up with the rebound? But Jones, and she throws it up and gets knocked to the floor and gets an and one. So Chloe Jones puts it in for 2, and she'll head to the free throw line.
That tenacity. She never gave up. She got there. The girl was bigger than her. She still attacked her, but somebody's limping for Eunice.
Coach Bridgeforth was talking to me before the game, and he said, man, I'd never realized until this summer when I coached against Eunice, Chloe, how aggressive and how tough she was. And anyway, he was bragging on her. And just as I say that, she misses that free throw. So here comes Lovington the other way. Castro throws up a three. It won't go. There's people battling down low. Maureen going to get called for the foul.
And she's a guard. What is she doing way down in there?
She's
battling for a rebound.
Yeah, she's in there rebounding. So
you got a text message. I think it said boys lost.
Oh,
it's
okay.
from Miss Davis.
I'll try to, let me see if I can open it on my.
Number 20 drives, gets her own rebound, and she's blocked by our 20. Rodriguez, who's going to stay on this side with Lovington.
I don't know what's going on with my phone, or my watch.
Charge. We've been hitting the table like crazy.
So anyway, Eunice has the ball. They throw the skip pass all the way down to the corner. I'm sorry, Lovington. Buendia's going to pull up and shoot an NBA three, and it goes in nothing but net.
She was off balance too.
21-7 in favor of Lovington, and here they come in that, and we got to spread our top out a little bit. Give us that room. Okay, we beat the half-court trap, so now we just got to work it in. Work it in. Just tap it in. All right, we swing it across to Maureen. Maureen tries to dribble through. Ooh, she almost throws it away. Jones comes away with it, kicks it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has three, splashes through. Three-pointer for Alina Rodriguez on the dribble, kick out by Jones. Jones then jumps in the passing lane, knocks that ball out of bounds.
Making the score 21-10 on that three-pointer by Rodriguez.
So we're hanging around, doing a few good things here and there, just opening game jitters a little bit. The 6'5 freshman, Abigail Schaus, returns to the block for the Lady Cats, and man, they drop it into her, and she just stands there with it above her head and looks over everybody. That is a weapon right there. Here goes the attack by Buendia. Her shot is no good, but who comes away with the rebound but the 6'5 Schaus? She throws it back out to the top. Buendia kicks it out to Alexander. Her three is up and air balls and no good. Chief Bridgeforth giving them some instruction. At the same time, Gary Frazier giving some instruction. 21-10. Jones going to bring it down. They're set up in that half-court trap. They throw it across to Rodriguez. Rodriguez pulls for three again. That one won't go. Eunice was kind of watching that one, but we ended up with it. They kick it back over. Jones to Rodriguez. Rodriguez skips it to McBee. McBee on the dribble drive, throws up a shot. It's off the rim, no good, and the 6'5 Schaus comes away with it. But then Alina Rodriguez had the steal. They grabbed her by the arm, slung her down, and here they come back the other way. Alexander had it. She was out of bounds. Jasmine Martinez throws it ahead to Jones. Man, and there was a hell of a collision. Rodriguez flips it through the middle. They kick it back out to McBee. McBee finds Rodriguez in the corner. Rodriguez's three is up, and it splashes in on the assist from McBee. Rodriguez for another three. That's 3 threes, 9 points for Rodriguez. And she walked at the top of the key. That was Buendia, and she traveled.
Well,
who made that call?
She tried to skip. Ty Friend with a good call right there. That was definitely a travel.
Missed one on the foul over there.
Yeah, yep.
But that's okay. No blood, no foul.
21-13.
2:05 remaining here in the first half. Jones brings it across the half court. They've got out of that half court trap now and just running a regular little kind of an amoeba zone is what I call this. They drop it down low to Sam. She throws a shot up. It rattles. That won't go in. Jasmine Martinez with the rebound kicks it over to Alina Rodriguez. Her shot is up. No good. And Sam Allen with the rebound and putback. What a play by Samantha Allen.
Over the 6'3 player.
Man.
Over 6'5.
So here comes Lovington back the other way. They're in a hurry. They're not wasting any time. They throw up a shot that won't go. Got a deflected ball off of Schaus.
I thought it was red for a second.
Woo. So they're going to give the ball to Lovington. Okay, now they're correcting.
Well,
all right, so they've corrected the call. So Eunice is going to get the ball. 1:28 remaining. Got a substitution. Samantha Allen heads over to the bench.
Take a little breather.
Yep. They throw it into Jones. Jones going to slow down.
Making it a game, huh?
Bring it across the timeline. Trying to look for the middle. They get it into Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Zamora. Zamora skips it down. Nice pass to Jasmine. And Zamora tries to throw it up. Alexander comes away with it. Zamora hustles back. Almost had a steal. Don't want to get a Don't want to get a cheap foul. Don't get a cheap foul. That's Castro back with it at the top. She skips it through, and it goes back to her. Castro with the dribble, throws up a shot. It won't go. Lovington with the rebound, put back. Lovington with another rebound and put back. Lovington with a rebound, a put back, and the foul. Abigail Schaus is a one-man wrecking crew on the boards, I can assure you.
She's a tall drink of water.
Man, I tell you, she's tough, and she's a freshman.
Wow.
Wait until she develops a little bit more, man.
You know, that's one of the young ladies that Russell was telling me he was going to come see. And like I said, I had a Coach Casals over in Hobbs used to always tell me, I can teach somebody how to dribble. I can teach them how to shoot. I can teach them how to run and jump. I can't teach them how to be 6'5".
Yeah.
You know,
Figure that out, we're going to all be
I'm
rich.
telling you. So, anyway, her free throw is up. It bounces off, won't go. Rodriguez comes away with the rebound, kicks it out to McBee. McBee throws it right to Castro for Lovington. Lovington comes out the other way. Zamora almost with the steal, but Lovington kicks it down low and then back outside. Now they drop it into 6'5". She throws it back out to the top. That ball's going everywhere.
3 seconds.
And they're going to call 3 seconds on Abigail, the 6'5" center.
That young lady, if she would just turn around, she could just do a finger roll.
And that's...
Hope nobody tells her that at halftime.
Yeah, don't tell her.
I mean,
Yeah.
for a freshman, she's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
So here goes Jones with the ball. She's going to bring it across the timeline.
25 seconds left.
They kick it over here to McBee. McBee back to Jones.
Lazy
Oh, she
pass.
has it thrown away. Heads it back down. Jones blocks the shot.
It looked like a nice block, but
Yeah, it's probably a good foul, if it was.
that puts a foul on our point guard.
We'll see
Yeah.
what the ball tells us.
Yeah, of course, I don't ever like those calls. Yeah, we had that long cross-court slow at the top. Those passes have been
are dangerous.
You can
Ball
turn the
don't
ball
lie.
over down on the baseline, and it's not a big deal. If you turn it over up across the top of the key, it leads to run-out layups, and it can
And it
really
puts one
cause
of
you
your players
problems.
in foul trouble because they're going to come back and try to stop them.
So here's the next shot. It's up, and it's going to go in. Zamora grabs it, throws it in for the Lady Cardinals. 13 seconds remain on the clock. Jones with the crossover. She gets all the way through the middle and has her pocket picked by Castro. Castro with the run out. Don't foul there. She misses the layup. And it's going to be Eunice ball with just over 1 second remaining here in the first half. And if the Cardinals will relax here a little bit, they've got back into this ball game. They're only down 9, which is not bad. And the ball, the half comes to an end, 24-15. The Lady Cardinals trail by 9. I was impressed with that quarter. I thought we did much better.
I'm just afraid that we come back to third quarter and we start play out like we did the first quarter.
Yeah.
We just need to keep this intensity. They did a beautiful job of not getting too much foul trouble. And they took care of the ball just a little bit better that quarter.
Yeah, looking at the scores, Alina Rodriguez, 3 threes. She's got 9 points. Jones with 4 points on 2 buckets. She's also missed 3 free throws. Samantha Allen with 2. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 15 for the Lady Cards. My first game of the season, my score stats isn't very good on the other side. I don't know half those kids, and I didn't wear my glasses, so I can't see street. So anyway.
So give a shout out to our sponsor right before we go to halftime. Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, Lasco Construction, New Mexico Rental Pipeline, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department. Thank y'all guys for making this possible to sponsoring us.
All right, so that's shout out to those sponsors. We appreciate you. You guys are what makes this happen. I say we take a little break, send it over for a word from our sponsors for a little bit.
Let me see if I remember how to do this.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, Go Cardinals!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Are you nervous about Thanksgiving dinner? With all this chaos in the world, take a step back and leave the cooking to Outlaw. Call 392-2012 and pre-order your ham or turkey, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, stuffing, pecan or pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, rolls, and so much more. Pickup or delivery is available. Call Outlaw now, 392-2012, and pre-order. Outlaw Grill wishes you a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, "Go Cardinals!"
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lovington, New Mexico, where the Lady Cardinals are tipping off basketball season here on the road. The 2A Eunice Lady Cardinals facing the 4A Lovington Lady Cats. Eunice trails 24-15. They got down quite a bit early in the second quarter, and then they finally got something going and were able to get some things going. So anyway, it's 24-15. Lovington in the lead. Chief Bridgeforce over there still talking to his team. The Lady Cardinals are already on the court, set up, ready to go. Alondra Marine standing out of bounds with referee Sean Williams, who's waiting to hand over the basketball. There goes the halftime buzzer. Here goes the Lady Cats on to the...
You think he just fell behind us? He's doing some type of tricks.
I don't know what in the world they got going on. I think he's working out or something. I'm not sure. He's having a good old time bouncing around up here behind us.
We got a foul already?
So we got a... Lovington was coming with that half-court trap. They do a little half-court trap where they sag in like a 2-3 zone, and the minute you start across half-court, they jump on you. And anyway, so they tried that. They ended up fouling Jones, and that's number 3 on Castro. So we skip it out here to McBee. McBee throws it across to Jones. Jones dribble drives, drops a nice pass into Jasmine Martinez, who drops it in for 2. Nice shot there by Martinez.
It's a very good way to start this third quarter here.
So here comes Lovington back the other way. They skip it out to Buendia. Buendia throws up a 3. It won't go, and it goes out of bounds. Looked like it didn't touch anything. Chief Bridgeforth in Ty Friend's ear over there. He's letting him have it. Ty's talking back to him.
Ty, you're doing great. Just keep up the good work.
Keep it going. See that gap right there? That's where you got to get people. We're running the other way. They skip it out here to Martinez. Martinez throws it down low to Jasmine, and it skips off her hands. Rodriguez throws it to Martinez.
Yeah, it came off one of the Lovington players. Barely touched it. So
7 minutes here in quarter number 3, 24-17. Eunice trails by 7. Buendia with the ball up at the top of the key. She skips it over to Castro. Castro drops it into the other Castro, who throws it up top to Buendia. Buendia thought about the three, then kicks it over to Castro for three. The shot is up. It's no good. Marine comes away with the rebound. Marine and Jones doing some rebounding. The one guard and the two guard getting the majority of the rebounds here for the Lady Cardinals. McBee back to Jones. Jones to Marine. Marine looking for somewhere to go with it, gets it back to Jones. Jones going to dribble over to that right side. Now she skips it to McBee. McBee throws it right to Malaya Castro, who's on the attack. They kick it back out to Buendia, whose shot is up and no good.
She's fouled by number 10.
So McBee fouls Buendia on the shot that was no good. So that'll send number 20, Elizabeth Buendia, the junior, to the free throw line. And that's one foul on Kenna McBee. Over at the scorers table, we've got a few Cardinals looking like they're getting ready to come in. Samantha Allen, well, one of them just went back and got back on the bench.
She took her like some water.
Oh, okay. So Samantha Allen comes in. She's going to set up down there on the block. McKenna McBee comes out. Buendia back to the free throw line. It's 25-17 after the free throw. There's another one up, and that one is good.
Could we say this is the bigger lineup for the Eunice Cardinals?
The what?
The big lineup?
I guess if there's a big lineup. Here comes the three-quarter court trap. We skip it down to Maureen. Maureen looking to shoot. She throws it up, and it is no good off the rim. Maureen comes away with her own rebound, kicks it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez going to pull up for three, and she gets fouled shooting the three by Buendia. And that may be three fouls on Buendia.
I believe it is.
I know Castro, or one of the Castros has three. It's two on Buendia. So they just posted it up there. So Buendia with two fouls. And I believe the younger Castro is the one that has three. Rodriguez drops that one in. So she drops one in. Dribbles around. She's ready for the second one. 6:07 on the clock here in the third. Her next shot is up. It is no good. Ooh, and she got away with a reach on that one, but here comes Lovington back the other way. They cross over, throw up a shot, and it goes in. And that was Buendia, the junior. Here comes Eunice quickly back the other way. Eunice looking to attack. Maureen throws it right to Castro. Castro trying to get to it. Jones going to come up with the steal. She kicks it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez for three. The ball was deflected. It's no good. And here comes Lovington back the other way. Jones down there under the basket. A little step-through move. Jones tips it away. Lovington comes away with it back out on the wing. Jasmine Martinez playing defense. Jones going to step out there now. They throw it back out to the left side. They drop it down low. Ball gets deflected. Jasmine Martinez comes away with it. Here comes Jones.
Push it.
She's going to pull up and shoot a little short one from the elbow. It's no good, and Alina Rodriguez reached over the top of number 24, Aaron Salcido. So I believe that's going to be two on Alina Rodriguez.
Yeah, luckily it's just too early. We got three, but she's going for the rebound, which is a good thought, but man.
That's 3. 20 on number 20.
So that's the other. Oh, no, that's 3 on. I was looking at the
where'd
other
the other one
side. I didn't have that many on her, but they're showing 3 on the board. So Rodriguez comes out. Marine comes out as well. So Jones and McBee will be the ball handlers in the game now.
I think they're wrong at the scorekeeper because I think it's only just 2.
So they skip it.
Kiki's going to argue over there.
Yeah, the Eunice book was only showing 2 as well. They're headed to the scorekeeper. The scorekeeper stuck 3 fingers in Kiki's face like, by God, if the scoreboard says 3,
where did the other
that's
one
3.
come from?
I don't know. Even the assistant coach is now asking them about it, but they're showing they got 3 in the book. I only had 2 in my thing, but they basically told them to sit down and be quiet. That's 3. So Alina Rodriguez with 3 fouls. It's 28-18, and we've got a timeout on the floor.
Here in the third quarter, give a shout out to our sponsors. Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, NMR Pipeline, Lasco Construction, Redbird Gas, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Service, and Parker Energy Service. Our proud sponsors of tonight's game here in Lovington, New Mexico.
I see Chris Allen down there. Chris and Shannon, good people. They're down there sitting just behind the Eunice bench cheering on Sam, our newcomer. We were told during the halftime break, somebody came up here and I think they thought we were the Lovington broadcast, but they said that we were saying their kid's name wrong, that her last name was Schaus. So I made sure to put House in my little thingy here.
The 6'5" Schaus.
I thought I was calling her Schaus.
I concur.
But what you got to understand is we're broadcasting. Lovington's group is broadcasting as well, and apparently they didn't like the way either us or them, one of us, they didn't like how we were saying her name, so they come to straighten us out. We apologized. Schaus. Schausta. All right. So just under 5 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter. The Lady Cardinals send our team back out onto the court. They throw the ball into Buendia for the Wildcats. She brings it across the timeline over to the right side. She's going to attack off the dribble. She steps through, throws up a shot. It's no good. Samantha Allen comes away with the rebound, kicks it to Jones. Jones thought about pushing it fast and then slowed it up. Looking for somebody out on the wing. She gets it over to McBee. McBee skips it all the way across the court to Martinez, and Jones traveled there, and there was no call. McBee throws up a three, and it goes in, and she gets the and one on a three by McKenna McBee. What a shot, what a play.
Good timing, too, right there, man. She knew she was going to get hit, took the bump, and followed all the way through and made it 21-28.
That long cross-court skip pass scares me, but that time it paid off.
It worked out.
So McBee heads to the free throw line. Her shot is up off the back of the rim, no good. Zamora almost came away with the rebound, and it skips out of bounds. So it's 21-28, 4:23 remaining in the third. Lovington's Buendia going to bring it across the timeline. She throws it down to the right wing. They're looking down low, trying to get it in. Almost a steal. They swing it cross court to Castro. Oh, Jones almost had a steal. The ball gets deflected back, and then Lovington shoots a deep three, and it goes in. So that's going to make it. Oh, they put the score up on the wrong side. Now it's all messed up there on the board, so I don't even look at that. That'll make my head hurt.
It's 30-21 on our score.
So they drop it into Zamora, and she has the ball taken away from her by Buendia, and then a jump ball.
Jump ball on that.
And it's going to go Lovington.
I thought it was more wrist than ball, but we'll take it.
That goes back to what I've talked about that post game. We're trying to force the ball into our post, and our post are more rebound putback people, not catch the ball with your back to the basket and put some sort of offensive play on somebody. It's just not our
bread and butter right now.
Not our bread and butter right now. So they skip it back out to Castro on the left side. She throws up a three, and it goes in. That was Malaya Castro with the deep three there. And Coach Frazier wants to talk about it as they've hit back-to-back threes, and now they've got the lead back up to 12, 33-21.
You see, that's what happens when our scorers on the bench right now. We can't, who is on the court right now, they cannot get the rhythm they need to open it up so Jones can drive or she can kick it out to number 20 for Eunice Rodriguez. That's the downfall with her being 3 fouls.
Yeah, you know, we talked about it in the pregame. We're thin this year. There's no doubt about it. We are thin. We don't have a lot of people with a lot of experience, and it's like that defensive shift right there. When they skip it to that offside, we're not rotating out to get a hand in that shooter's face. And you know, we've got to understand our position and our rotation on the wings on defense.
And also keep in mind, listeners, this is Eunice's first game and Lovington's 4th game. This is going to be their 5th game?
Yeah, 3 or 4. This is either 4 or 5 for them.
And viewers, too.
And viewers, I apologize.
Well,
and viewers.
Get your camera guy.
So it's 33-21, 3:35. Lady Cards are going to bring it in on the opposite end. Lovington's in that half-court trap. So they're going to try to set the trap here. Jones swings it across, and it gets taken away by number 5. That's Aranda, and she steps out of bounds. I don't know what kind of pass that was from Jones, but she's got to do a better job than that nonsense, I can tell you. She looked this way and then threw it almost right to the white
pass,
team.
yep.
We don't put up with them passes in my household. Anyway, they throw it back out to Jones. Jones going to dribble through. She attacks right through the middle, floats it up and in. Jones with a great move. She got me some revenge on that last play.
All right, Dad, look at this.
That's right. So here goes Buendia. She's going to cross up. They set a screen. They try to drop it through the middle, and it gets deflected off our player right into the hands of Lovington. Right place, right time. They pick up 2. Here comes Jones across the timeline. She skips it out there.
That should be a foul.
Yes,
it is.
And that's number 10. That's one of the Castros. I had the other Castro with 3. That's only the first one on that Castro.
The score is 35-23 in the third quarter with 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the game.
Eunice trails by 12. Alina Rodriguez on the bench in foul trouble. No, she just came back in, so she's back out there. Jones and Rodriguez flipping it back and forth to each other. They skip it across, back to Rodriguez. They skip it over here to McBee in the corner. She shoots up a three, it don't go. Comes off the rim. Number 14, one of those number 14s on Lovington comes away with it. I've got two in my thingy. They dribble it across the timeline over to the left. Then they swing it back to the right. A three is up. It won't go, but Lovington with the rebound and the putback on the backside.
We got to rebound, ladies, on the backside. That was an easy rebound for Lovington.
Jones brings it across the timeline. Lovington set back in that 2-3 this time. Ooh, he almost threw it away. Jones ends up back with it. She throws it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to Jones. Got to get some movement going. They drop it inside to Samantha Allen. She throws it to a Lovington Lady Cat. Lovington comes away after a skipped ball there. Jones going to step in. The ball gets knocked through. Lovington with the rebound. The putback, no good. Jones comes away with the rebound. She kicks it up to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the run out. Throws it up and in. Alina Rodriguez with two more. She's got 12 points on the day. Jones steals the ball at the top of the key from Buendia. Now she's on the run out. She's going to go up and one. Chloe Jones with the steal, the run out. She gets fouled and she puts it in.
Making the score 27-37. Lovington.
Jones with 8 points and she'll head to the free throw line. Got a sub at the bench here, or at the table. Maureen goes in. Zamora comes out. Coach Frazier's talking to his new player, Samantha Allen, giving her a little instruction. The 6'5" Abigail Schaus comes in, the freshman. Chloe Jones heads to the free throw line. 1:31 remaining in quarter number 3. It's a 10-point ball game. That shot is up and good. Jones drops that one in. That's 9 points for Jones.
3-point conversion there, huh?
Yep. So here comes the Lady Cats across the timeline. That was Castro. She throws it over to the other Castro. Castro to Castro to Castro. Now they're going to drop it down in the paint, and now they just float it over to the 6'5" Schaus, who turns around and finger rolls like, I don't know who, like Manute Bowl or I don't know, man. She finger rolled right there. So 2 points for Schaus. She's tough to deal with. She is a problem down there. Maureen with the ball, skips it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to Jones. Jones with a two-pointer from the free throw line is up and good. And Jones with 11.
Makes it a 9-point game here with 51 seconds left in the third quarter.
50 seconds on the clock. The clock keeps stopping up there. I've seen it stop a couple of times as we're ticking down. They're going to drop it down low. The ball soars out of bounds, a turnover. Schaus had the right idea. Chief Bridgeforth is trying to teach them that little high-low, and when you got a post like that, you can play that high-low game, and it's tough to deal with.
Preferring her on the low part, huh?
Man, either way, because she can catch it in the middle and just look over the top of people and drop it right where it needs to go. So here comes Jones across the timeline. She gets it over to McBee, back to Jones. Jones going to skip through the middle, skips it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez step back three is up and no good. Jasmine Martinez trying to come up with it. There was a travel, no call. And here comes Salcido across the timeline.
20 seconds left here in the third quarter.
A lot of pressure up top by Maureen. The Cardinals have went to a man-to-man defense now.
That's double dribble.
And there's a double dribble. So with 11 seconds on the clock, it's a 9-point ball game, and the Lady Cardinals have went to a man defense.
We can close that gap here in a second.
So here goes Jones, 10 seconds and ticking. She brings it across the timeline, skips it down to Rodriguez. We throw it away at the top, and here comes Lovington, head the other way. They throw up a three at the buzzer, and it won't go. And at the end of three quarters, it's 39-30. The Lady Cardinals are hanging around.
Beautiful job by the Lady Cardinals, battling here, man. Starting off the fourth quarter, give a shout out to our sponsors: Redbird Gas, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline, Lasco Construction, Parker Energy Service, BGH Services, Eunice Pump and Supply, and Eunice Health Clinic one more time.
You know, you take away that first quarter, and this is a tie ball game.
Oh, yeah.
That first quarter is the difference in this ball game right now. While I'm visiting, or while we're talking about that, some shout-outs for some birthdays. Heavenly birthday for my daddy. Today's his birthday. He loved watching him some Eunice Cardinal basketball. Edward Charo, I know it's his birthday. Mal Gaetan, happy birthday. January 13th will be the Cardinals' first home game. Thank you, Principal Tracy Davis, for that information in a text message. She also stated that the Cardinals are going to be playing in the Plains tournament. I believe that's later this week. They go to the Capitan tournament, I think, within the next week or two, and then they come back after the break and play in the JAL tournament that was moved into January.
I'm going to give a shout out to my daughter's birthday today.
Oh, really?
Kendra, she turns 20.
Kendra, all
Yes.
right.
Happy birthday.
Man, older than dirt.
Older than dirt, I'm telling you, her daddy is.
Yeah, you're
Turns
right
20
there. Yeah,
today.
that guy is old, that daddy.
I'm telling
Way,
you.
way old.
So both
Almost
teams
had
are
me said
back
that.
out on the court. They throw it in. Here we start the fourth quarter. The Lady Cards trail by 9. Jones over to Maureen. Maureen back to Jones. Oh, and we almost throw it away. We got to get our wings up, and then McKenna McBee travels. So that's a turnover back to the Lady Cats.
And that's another thing. We took control in the third quarter. We didn't have that many turnovers.
Yeah. So here comes Buendia, the junior, the point guard for this Lovington team. She's a ball player. Eunice has went back, it looks like.
The zone?
I think they're back in their zone. I can't tell that for sure. They're trying to run a little matchup, and they drop it right in the middle and drop 2 more points on us. It's back to an 11-point game, 41-30. Chloe Jones brings it across the timeline, kicks it over to Maureen. Maureen back to Jones. They kick it out to the right wing. McBee skips it out to the top. Jones comes away with it. Back to McBee. McBee skips it over to Rodriguez. Got to be ready to shoot that. Get it back to her. Over to McBee. McBee with a dribble drive. Throws a nice pass into the inside to Jasmine Martinez. What a pass by Kenna McBee over to Jasmine, who puts 2 on the board.
And she was expecting this pass. She made it look easy, didn't she?
That was nice. But then we don't get back and play defense, and Lovington gets 2 the easy way. Right by Jasmine, who is still smiling and celebrating the 2 that she got on the other end.
They're going to score 43-32.
Yep,
Fourth quarter.
So Jones brings it in, drops it over to McBee. McBee back to Jones. Over to McBee, back to Jones. Jones drops it in to Martinez, who drops it out to McBee for 3, and it won't go, and no rebound. So here comes Lovington back the other way. They skip it ahead to Castro. Castro looking to attack. She skips it back out to the other Castro, and then they drop it down low for 2. And we just have no answer down on the blocks.
They're getting down there and setting up real quick, and we're not getting prepared for it.
45-32. Jones with the ball up near the top of the key. Eunice trails by 13. Maureen with the ball. We're still trying to run that double post stuff in there. And here we go. We rotate through. Jones going to drop through. She skips it back out, trying to get it to Rodriguez. It gets knocked out of bounds.
It looks like the only ones moving is Maureen and Jones out there. Everybody seems to be stagnant in their same spot.
You know, when you play against a zone defense, a lot of times against the zone, you're finding an area and kind of sitting in it. But I think you're right. I think we're sitting too much. We skip it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a little step through, kicks it out to Jones. Jones for 3. It won't go. Ball gets knocked up toward the top of the key. They skip it back out to Castro, back to Buendia. She fakes the 3 and then steps through. It looked like a travel, and they call it.
She walks very fast, man.
So it's still a 13-point ball game, 5:41 remaining here in quarter number 4. Jones has the ball, bringing it the length of the court. We're walking it up. 5:35 and ticking. Need to get somebody in that mid-high post area, even if it's a guard, just to make that defense collapse, and we're just going to throw it back and forth out there. Ball's on the floor. Rodriguez comes away with it, skips it over to McBee. McBee with the drive, throws a shot up. It won't go. Lovington comes away with it, and here comes Lovington on the attack. They're going to go right to the rim. They throw up a shot. It won't go. Samantha trying to come away with it. It gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Eunice Lady Cardinal ball.
A lot of, I was going to say nasty play in there. Just, it's horrible play right now. We need to clean it up a little bit.
Yeah. Right here, we've got to step these wings up and then attack the gaps. They throw it down to Samantha Allen. She throws a shot up. It won't go. Rodriguez comes away with the rebound, kicks it out to McBee. McBee drops it down to Allen. Allen, they skip it across to Jones. Jones with the dribble drive. She throws up a shot. It won't go, and she is fouled. She's going to go to the free throw line.
I liked how she drives in, makes people collapse. That way she can play the high-low post as well.
Yeah.
But I think what's hurting us right now, we don't have that much experience, like you keep saying, in the post.
Yeah, Samantha Allen is a heck of an athlete, and I
agree with you.
If we keep doing what we're doing, she's going to develop, because this is her first basketball
yeah,
game
she's
maybe
catching
ever.
on too, yes.
And she's catching on. Jones drops the first free throw in. 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 12 points for Jones.
I think she's leading the team.
I think her and Rodriguez are tied right now. That second free throw won't go. And here comes Lovington back the other way.
He's on the backside.
They skipped that ball out of bounds. Rodriguez took it, but they stepped out of bounds first.
And Adams, she's going to be a great player the next game, watch. Because she's picking up real quick. She's learning. She's moving without the ball. She knows what to do.
Yeah. So here comes Jones across the timeline. They've rotated the setup here for the offense for the Lady Cardinals, and we throw it right in, trying to do that high-low thing. Again, we are committed to throw that ball down into the post. That is our commitment, I can assure you. So anyway, they bring Maureen out. 4:28 remaining here in the ball game. Eunice trails by 12. Lovington gonna walk it down. Buendia over to Castro. Castro drops it into the high post. They skip past Rodriguez with an almost steal. Chief Bridgeforth telling his player, why throw that skip pass when you can make the easy pass? So Buendia gonna shoot the three. It won't go.
But Lovington
hustles over and they come away with it. Lovington trying to step back. They do. They kick it over to Castro. She slings it across. Rodriguez lost it for a second. They get it back to Buendia. Buendia at the top of the key. A little crossover. Jones steps through, knocks it away, but Lovington comes away with it, and then Alina Rodriguez grabs the arm from the back, and she definitely fouled there. She's not liking the call, but she...
He said he's calling with the body. Came with the body. So he's going to be fouling before.
Frazier's in Ty Friend's ear.
When isn't he?
Frazier's thinking Ty's not his friend right now. 45-33. I thought it was a good call, and I love Alina to death, but I thought she fouled there. So there's a shot that goes up. That ball's going to get deflected out of bounds. Ooh, I thought the
Lovington player had better position than our player.
I thought for sure that one, but anyway, it's a close one. It goes out of bounds. That ball's going to be back to Lovington. Lovington with the ball. They swing it up near the top of the key. It looked like a travel. They swing it over here to the right side. That's Buendia. She pulls for three. It won't go. Lovington with the rebound. The putback won't go. Samantha Allen with the rebound, but she throws it right to Castro, or Buendia, who throws up a shot, gets fouled.
Buendia anticipated that pass. But luckily she missed the layup as she was fouled.
You know, as Samantha Allen gets a better feel for the game, she's doing a good job down there. She grabs those rebounds. You know, one thing I always try to tell my kids is never throw the ball under your own basket when you get that rebound down there. Your guard should be getting out, free throw line extended on the ball side, and you want to kick it to them. And if you don't know 100% you can get it to them, just step through, sweep the floor with the ball back and forth, and take your time, because you don't want to give it up when everybody else is transitioning back the other way.
And I think that's a lot of first game jitters for her.
Yeah, I agree. So there's two free throws by Buendia. It's now 47-33. Jones is down here by herself. McBee comes back to help. Jones throws it into McBee, back over to Jones.
Oh.
They drop it into Samantha. She's got it at the high post. She kicks it back out to McBee. McBee over to Jones. Jones with a little floater through the middle. She thought she got fouled. No call. Here comes Lovington back the other way. We've got nobody back, and Lovington gets an easy run-out layup. Jones getting frustrated. That's when you know when she starts going real fast like this. Jones over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the elbow shot. It won't go. Jasmine Martinez gets it, knocks it back to Lovington's Castro, who's on the run. They kick it back out to Buendia, who pulls up for three. It won't go. McBee with a good rebound. And here comes Alina Rodriguez back the other way with it. Eunice trails by 16. Rodriguez to Jones. Jones to McBee. McBee right to Castro for Lovington, who throws it or knocks it out of bounds.
A timeout by the Eunice
Frazier
Cardinals.
is not happy. He's slamming his clipboard around and calls a timeout and is telling everybody to come sit down.
Give a shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, Lasco Construction, New Mexico NMR Pipeline, Outlaw Grill, and Eunice Police Department. Our proud sponsors of tonight's game. I really like this table. I wonder if we can squeeze one up in the stands.
Yeah, a big one like this. We could go set it up. You know, if you could have, like the shop, make some little extensions where you could set a, you know, to where make it even. You could do that real simple.
Because it does multiple things. It keeps people from interview.
Yeah.
And we still have proper spacing right here. We can
Yeah,
still.
I agree. You're on the school board. You would think a guy like you could make that happen.
Oh, man.
I don't know if you have any pull, though. I don't think he has any stroke.
I'm part of a committee, guys. You know how that works.
That sounds like one of them politician excuses out there, bro.
I've learned
Hey,
well.
we got admin listening. Maybe they can get somebody in shop class to design us a little platform up there to put us a big table.
Give them some extra points.
That's right. That's right. They can all use them right now at the end of a semester. Hey, we need a few extra points. Anybody want to do some extra credit? Make a little platform to put a full-size table up there instead of that little bitty thing that we've got.
To make it stationary, we can leave it there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not like our gym is packed to the rafters every game anyway. There's some room.
There's some room.
Yep, we got a few open seats. All right, so Eunice has the ball. They throw it in. 2:30 on the clock. We get it to Rodriguez out on the wing. Back to Jones. Jones going to dribble through, kick it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez for three, and it's long. McBee with the rebound. Then she throws it to Lovington. Lovington heads the other way with it. This is Buendia, the junior. She's going to hand off to Castro. Castro to the other Castro, and they're going to burn some clock now. They're in clock burn mode. Buendia comes through the middle. And she goes across the leg of Jones, and they call Jones for the trip. So that should be foul number 2 on Jones, which is better than most.
She throws me off with that number.
11?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, she was always 11 when they were little. And she never could get 11 in the past because
upperclassmen?
Bella had 11 all those years, so Chloe never could get 11. So this year 11 was there, and she jumped on it. I liked 1 or 0. But
I've always wore 1 and 8.
Yeah.
There's a little confusion on the court. They're saying 1 and 1 according to the bookkeeper, but up there it's not 1 and 1. So Ty was right. Once again, he made a good call out there.
Good call, Ty.
Good call, Ty.
Okay, so they're just going to stand up there and run the clock. So we're going to have to, there we go. So we got Buendia up there with the ball. She's going to try to cross Jones over. She skips it out to the other side. Buendia's going to step through now. Castro has it. They try to float it back door. They do. There's a skip through, and Buendia drops it in for 2. That young lady can play some ball. So here comes McBee over to Jones. Jones brings it across the timeline, and now we slow it down again. We're losing by almost 20. Can't slow it down. McBee throws it up to Rodriguez. Rodriguez skips it to Jones. Jones skips it back over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking down low.
Keep the ball high. Keep the ball high.
We want that post game. That is our MO. It's what we do, and we skip it back out top.
We've wasted about 30 seconds already, Coach.
Yeah, we gotta do something. Well, now we're down to just a minute 15. That clock is running. Gotta go. Shoot. Rodriguez with a step through, pull up. She drops it in for 2. Alina Rodriguez with 2 more. There goes Buendia for the Lady Cats. Heads across the timeline. 1 minute to go in this game. Lovington going to get out here. We're still in a zone. Jones going to step through. She gets a steal. She's on the run out. And she gets fouled and gets an and 1. And then the young lady stepped on her after the fact.
That was a hard foul, too.
So Jones gets 2 and gets slammed to the ground.
You have another chance here making a
by
3-point
Castro,
play.
and that may be 5 on her. Oh, they called it on the other Castro. I thought it was the.
I thought it was the Castro who went to the bench, number 10.
Yeah, so I guess it was that one, but I thought they called the foul on the other one. So Jones back to the free throw line. That one won't go. It kicks off the front of the rim, and here comes Lovington. 48 seconds remaining. It's a 14-point ball game. They kick it to the corner, looking back up to the top. Buendia with the basketball. Buendia dribbling, putting on a dribbling show. She goes around Maureen and lays it
This
up.
is
It won't
left-handed.
go. Rodriguez with the, or I'm sorry, Martinez with the rebound. Maureen coming. She's trying to get it. Needs some help. Jones going to get the help. She gets
Shoot
there.
that.
She's dribbling, attack, kicks it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Maureen, to McBee, over to Maureen.
15 seconds left.
Back to Rodriguez, over to Jones. Jones going to attack off the dribble. And she skips it in.
She skipped it in as she was pushed out of
And
bounds.
she got slammed to the ground
Would that be
again.
pushed, shoved, slammed, thrown?
And I believe it'll be 1-1, and that should send Jones to the free throw line.
You have to give her some padding, coach.
Yeah. She's got 14 on the game. Her and Rodriguez both with 14.
Tiebreaker right here.
With 9 seconds to go.
There it is.
That's long.
Oh.
And we all stand there and watch it. The
Did you
ball
see what
skips
the ball-
on the ground.
Things are waiting for the
Lovington
second
did not
one.
want to get it. Lovington's like, we're not getting it. They had to because it landed in their hands.
So 3 seconds to go in the game. It's 51-37. Jones brings it across the timeline. She's going to try to kick it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez for three, and she gets blocked on the three. And the final score, Lovington 51, Eunice 37. Lady Cards start the season 0-1.
0-1, but it was a productive 0-1 if there's such a thing. There's a lot of flashes we've seen in certain players that we can lean on. There's certain things like we need to very improve drastically.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I thought they played pretty well, actually. You know me, I'm pretty hardcore and pretty harsh when it comes to things.
and before you say that, I'm even impressed.
Maybe some first game jitters, huh?
Yeah.
You know, this Lovington team has been playing really well. I've watched them play Denver City. I've watched them play a few others, and they've been doing really well. So for Eunice to come out here, I mean,
Scored 37 points.
37 points late in the fourth quarter. You know, they had it in single digits, and so you know, when we play bad, I'll say we played bad. When we play all right, we played all right. You take away the first quarter, and this is a few-point ball game.
Yeah, it would have been 47 to 51. So
Yeah, so I mean, it's a pretty competitive ball game. You know, not the outcome that we wanted, but overall a pretty good day. I believe Alina Rodriguez and Chloe Jones both ended up with 14, so 14 for both of them too. And you know, now we're back to the waiting board to wait and see if Caitlin's gonna get to play or not. In the meantime, man, we saw some great things from Samantha Allen. Sam Allen comes in, not playing any basketball,
rebounding.
and, man, she did some good things, and she's down there battling with some posts from this Lovington
with
team.
Shouse,
Woo.
6'5".
Yeah, and some of them others that were down in there pushing her around. So Sam Allen did a really good job. I was really impressed with her. You know, some others. Jasmine Martinez, I thought, did some good things. Everybody did some good things. You know, Kenna McBee had some good passes. Alondra Marine playing some good defense. I mean, there was a lot of good things that I saw that we can build on. And so, you know,
The
lost,
future
but
looks bright.
yeah, we'll improve, I think. So anyway,
Quick shout out to our sponsors real quick. Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline, Lasco Construction, Parker Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, and Redbird Gas. Thank y'all very much for sponsoring tonight's game, and the future games are about to come.
absolutely. So thank you, everyone, for listening to us. For Rosendo Caballero and Charlie Fairbrush, I'm Jimmy Jones. Thank you for listening to Cardinal Sports. We'll catch you next time. I don't know if we'll catch any of the Plains tournament. I can tell you, for me, most of those games, looking at the schedule, look like they're going to be like before 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And my court schedule's so busy, there ain't no way I'm making any of those. So whether you guys can do it or not, maybe, but I can tell you I probably won't. But maybe the Saturday game. So anyway, for No Mark Broadcasting, we want to shout out to our sponsors and tell you thank you for letting us bring these games to everyone back home. Thank you for listening. Good night.
Good
Good night, everybody.